Hello everyone, my name is Cynthia. The contents of this video are brought to you by Daniel Goleman and presented by me. The goal topic is called Emotional Intelligence, or EI. What is EI? Better known as emotional intelligence. For starters, if you're asking me, I would say the ability to practice managing your emotions even in a stressful situation. Self-control is the word that comes to mind. But according to author and psychologist Daniel Goleman, in his 1995 bestseller, he defines EI as, I quote, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as to recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. I say that is a great definition. This reminds me of the time I was at my grandson's, I call it the nail-biting basketball game that my grandson was participating in. We won, and what took place after the game was a challenge. The opposing team's coach approached our huddle and accused our team of playing rough. Sore loser, I thought. And the opposing coach and my husband, who was our coach, started going back and forth. I started thinking to myself, this needs to come to an end. So, you know me, I said out loud to our coach, which is my husband, it takes two to debate, so let's wish them a nice day and go about our day. And we did, as the other team kept on talking. My mind and my heart were on de-escalating the situation. Therefore, I needed to stop, I needed to pause, and I definitely took a deep breath so that the right answer could come to me. Which this leads me back to Daniel Goleman's 4-quadrant theories. The first one I will discuss is self-awareness. What do you know? Second, self-management. What should I do, or self-control? The third quadrant, social awareness. What is my environment? Empathy. Number 4, the final quadrant, social skills. Influence, or are you going to be the motivator? Allow me to explain further. The first quadrant of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, only you can evaluate yourself in a challenging situation, or any situation for that matter. Going back to my grandson's basketball game, as I analyze how I felt, these are some of the emotions that I was going through. I was angry, annoyed, embarrassed, and disappointed. I was just thinking to myself, why didn't the other coach take his concerns to the referee during the game? That's pretty much the proper way of doing things. Why did he wait until he lost and approached our coach? Only the other person had the answer, and I was not about to open a new topic to start debating. We de-escalated the situation and went home peaceably. The second emotional intelligence, self-management. In any challenge, we should desire a positive outcome. Not always will the scenario be positive, but that should be the desired outcome. We should be cognitive to choose wisely the words we would like to say. I prefer to stay away from the you word. Can be very offensive sometimes. Another example of mine, I'm full of examples, by the way, not such a pleasant outcome was I received Medicare agents calling my backline number soliciting Medicare daily, sometimes 2 and 3 times daily. I have asked several times to take me out of their database, but it has not been done. One day, an agent called me. I listened to his introduction and asked him if he mind sharing his number in case we get disconnected. He disconnected the phone line. I was so annoyed. I said these words: if I can get through this phone, I will just choke him. Oops. This was the wrong emotions and words to say. Of course, I would not have choked the man for disconnecting the call. Maybe I would have had some choice words, but not choke him. Anyway, this was the wrong emotions, and I had to apologize to all of my coworkers for my behavior and choice of words. I was not about to give my team members any excuses. Even though they gave me the get out of jail free card, I said, "No, Miss Carter, it's okay." But because I always say, don't nobody wants to see your degree in excusiology, no excuses was going to come from me. I was out of order, therefore I apologize. I did not practice self-management with this scenario, which leads me to the third quadrant of emotional intelligence, better known as social awareness. This one brings to my mind the time during the pandemic. Virtual meetings are a must, especially working on a hybrid schedule. We should be in tune with the coworkers as well as with leadership. If we don't understand a new process, or if we don't understand what is expected of ourselves, we should ask for clarification, even if the subject needs to be taken offline. And if it is, we should always put on our listening ears. I will make sure, and this is just for me, but I will make sure I do not railroad the conversation. That means speaking before the person has completed what they need to say. I can always agree to disagree. I think that's how they say that. It took me a while to really get that into concept. Okay, I'm just going to agree to disagree. But now I fully understand it. Because as I say, empathy goes a long way during conflicts. Which leads me to the final quadrant of emotional intelligence: relationship management, social skills, in other words. To summarize, I would like to summarize by saying we are all on a ship trying to relate to one another. This emotional intelligence journey gives us all the ability to inspire and motivate others to become the best we can become. Enhanced skills and knowledge are power no one can take away. So when there is a misunderstanding about anything, just remember we are all sailing on this ship for 8 hours together, 3 days out of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Daniel Goleman states, well, we're actually sailing on this ship 5 days out of the week, but we see each other 3 days out of the week. Daniel Goleman states we should exercise the ability to take the emotions of others and manage social interactions successfully. So, my invitation to you all, come along on this fantastic voyage as we remain with IEHP, which can also stand for Independently Enhancing Higher Practices in Emotional Intelligence. We will become more mission, vision driven. I would like to thank you all for listening and joining my video session. Have a great day.